Guys, if you didn't think Jeffree could get any worse, you're wrong. Jeffree Star has allegedly paid $45,000 to silence one of his alleged victims. For those of you who don't know, earlier this year, Jeffree Star got accused of sexual assault, physical violence, and hush money offers. Since then, an alleged receipt showing a check for $45,000 from Jeffree to one of his accusers, Gage Arthur, has been leaked on StickyDrama.com. Now, there's actually some information about the Sticky Drama owner, which we will investigate later, but for now, our main focus is on Jeffree and this alleged hush money. So earlier this year, Gage Arthur reached out to Business Insider to take part/be interviewed in an article exposing Jeffree Star. After a lot of the receipts came out, before the article itself actually came out, the alleged victims of Jeffree were allegedly paid out from Jeffree a large sum of money in order to retract their statements about Jeffree. There were a lot of rumours of hush money being the main reason as to why Jeffree's alleged victims took their statements back, and there were a few receipts at the time, but now there's even more receipts. So let's rewind a little and investigate the allegations that came out earlier this year. While Jeffree has addressed his racist past many times, he's yet to address accusations of physical violence. His racist persona was initially used in his MySpace days to attract attention and to get his name out there. However, a lot of people don't know that in 2004, the year Jeffree turned 18, he began appearing in footage online that showed him assaulting people on public streets, sometimes holding a yellow self-defense spray canister and yelling racist terms at members of the public. In a widely circulated clip from Jeffree's Warped Tour days, he grabbed a man. In a letter to Insider, Jeffree's attorney said the video was of Star and a friend, and they were jokingly touching one another. Apparently they did this for entertainment purposes. Didn't really look like an entertainment purpose in the clip though. Even one of Jeffree's old managers during his Warped Tour days has exposed him and has told Insider that he saw Jeffree grab both men and women. Jeffree's manager said, and I quote, "I think anybody that has seen him in concert has seen that. That's part of his thing, feeling people up and grabbing people and upsetting and grabbing." When Jeffree Star's advances weren't reciprocated, he allegedly got violent, or so his accusers have alleged. There was one story in particular that Insider investigated months back, and that was Gage Arthur's statement. Gage was 17 years old at the time he met Jeffree. Arthur's roommate at the time invited a friend from LA to visit their apartment in Austin, and that friend was Jeffree Star. A little over a year after first meeting Jeffree, in November 2009, Jeffree invited Arthur to stay at his apartment, and the two shared Jeffree's bed. The first night that Arthur stayed at Jeffree's place, Jeffree and Arthur went to go see a movie with friends, and during the film, Jeffree tried to hold Arthur's hand, but Arthur resisted. After that, Arthur alleged that Jeffree Star attacked him with a taser in the theatre parking lot. Now if you're thinking, how do we know this really happened? That exact night on November the 11th, 2009, Jeffree had tweeted, "Going to the movies with Stephen Troy, Anthony Vanity, and Gage Arthur." Leading on from this, that very night, according to Arthur, Jeffree allegedly gave Arthur pills until he was intoxicated, then performed non-consensual oral sex on him, allegedly. More than a month after Insider posted this article about these allegations, Jeffree's attorney sent them a cease and desist, asking them to take the post down. Jeffree's attorney said to Insider that Jeffree had never tasered or drugged anyone for sex. This is when things started to get weird. Arthur retracted his statement not long after to Insider in an email stating, "I'm not sure I'm remembering stuff correctly, and I may have misinterpreted things, and I'm retracting our communications." The following day, Jeffree's lawyer sent a letter to Insider that showed that they knew and were well aware of Arthur retracting his statements. Not long after this, Insider obtained screenshots of messages written by Arthur where he told someone he had changed his mind because, and I quote, "The events I discussed with Business Insider were from many years ago. I'm not sure I'm remembering things correctly, and I may have misinterpreted things. I've decided to retract my communications to Business Insider and told them they don't have the authority to publish anything I discussed with them. To resolve all of this, Jeffree Star has agreed to pay you $10,000 if you choose to do the same. Send a number and I'll send it over if you want." So yeah, that's when these initial hush money allegations were exposed. And then on top of all this, two other sources who had previously told Insider that they had witnessed physical violence by Jeffree, then too changed their stories not long after Arthur changed his, further leading people to believe Arthur wasn't the only one who was paid a significant amount of hush money. So very recently, this receipt was exposed on StickyDrama.com, a screenshot of a check from Jeffree Star for $45,000 issued to Gage Arthur. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's Gage Arthur maybe. Potentially Andrew is his real first name. However, I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. Beneath the check, however, it states settlement payment. Within 2 business days of signing this agreement, Mr. Arthur shall be paid $25,000. If Business Insider does not publish the article about Mr. Starr within 3 months of the effective date, Mr. Arthur shall receive an additional $25,000. Anthony Vanity and Danny Artaud have also retracted their statements to Business Insider. Mr. Arthur shall receive an additional $10,000 for contacting each of Mr. Vanity and Ms. Artaud for a total of an additional $20,000. Now, in my opinion, you don't have to pay $45,000 in hush money if you are innocent. I'm also guessing this is a statement allegedly from Jeffree's attorney, and those are the alleged terms and conditions for Andrew Arthur receiving that amount. Who knows how or why StickyDrama.com got their hands on this? Maybe Andrew Arthur wants more hush money from Jeffree, so maybe he allegedly sent this to StickyDrama.com for that reason. There may be other reasons we don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Something I did stumble upon, however, was some allegations about the owner of StickyDrama.com, or the former owner, and it appears they may as well just be as bad or worse than Jeffree Star. So Christopher Stone, who is the apparent source of the leaked screenshot of the hush money check, has been accused of extortion in an article that was written a decade ago on Gawker.com. According to the article, it states, Christopher Stone publicly threatened to release pictures of a 19-year-old girl if she didn't stop talking to his friend. 5 months later, he appeared in a news report calmly warning teens about the dangers of extortion. The article then goes on to say, in an investigative report shown on LA's Fox, July the 8th, reporter Phil Schumann explores the scary new phenomenon called extortion, a new type of blackmail is trapping teenagers, especially those who have sent provocative pictures to friends. Hackers are stealing those photos and threatening their senders. The segment was a part of Fox 11 Investigates piece, but they obviously did not do any investigation into the extortion expert 31-year-old Christopher Stone. Stone owns the sleazy teen gossip site Sticky Drama and the even sleazier amateur porn site StickyNews.com, and any expertise Stone has in extortion comes from his own attempts at bullying a teenage girl into silence by threatening to release topless pictures of her. On February the 7th, he tweeted at a 19-year-old girl, "Message him again, and your floppy titties are spammed all over the place. Last warning." The tweet has since been deleted, however the girl whom it was directed at confirmed its authenticity. According to the girl, the link included in the tweet was to an underage girl half naked. Stone had allegedly somehow managed to get a hold of it, and when he wanted her to stop talking to a mutual friend, he tweeted the picture and threatened to distribute it all over the place. Eventually, Stone allegedly took down the picture to cover himself, according to the victim. However, also according to the victim, he still held the picture over her head to keep her from speaking to his friend. In a quote from the article, she had said, "I've been getting threats that he still has those pictures, and if I talk to anyone about it or stick my nose into anything, then he'll release them." And apparently, according to this alleged victim, she wasn't the only one who this had happened to. So yeah, Christopher, who allegedly leaked the screenshot of the alleged 45 grand hush money that's circulating the internet, is just as questionable as Jeffree Star, which leads some to question the authenticity of the screenshot of the check that's currently circulating around. Overall, Jeffree's career has had a significant decline this year. After months and months and months of being cancelled, his cosmetics line is starting to reflect his damaged reputation, and Jeffree Star Cosmetics is now being sold in TJ Maxx. Jeffree has apparently denied allegations that were made on Insider. A spokesperson for Jeffree told The Blast, and I quote, "While Insider may believe that generating clickbait is more important than honest reporting, facts still matter. This so-called expose is nothing but a defamatory collection of long discredited allegations, misleading hearsay from more than a decade ago, and outright lies. Tellingly, all of the key individuals involved have refused to substantiate Insider's bogus claims, while many, including Jeffree's representatives, presented the reporter with a mountain of evidence proving that these allegations are false. She regrettably and unethically chose to ignore that evidence because it did not fit with her predetermined narrative." They continued, "Insider's article is textbook defamation, rife with malice and demonstrating a reckless disregard for the truth, and as a result, Jeffree is considering all of his legal options." Now, leading on from this, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star's ex-bestie, also recently got exposed by none other than Garrett Watts. Or did he? Apparently, Garrett Watts' Instagram got hacked. Fans thought that Garrett had gone back on all his photos with him and Shane, and had changed the captions to shady comments like so. "Universal Studios from open to close. I consume my weight in butterbeer, and I'm just butterbeer now. Please ignore the Krusty Clown and the Simpsons character in the middle. Throwback to like 16 hours ago when I was goofing at an arcade with this actual piece of garbage. Garrett finally took to his Instagram story to clear up rumours, stating that his Instagram had actually been hacked. Attention, if you have received a weird message from me or see anything else weird via my Instagram in the past 9 hours or so, please disregard. Just woke up to some wild activity/notifications and had to change my password because as I slept my account was accessed, and they were trolling, projecting weird personal stuff/opinions onto my account, archiving old pics, commenting, tagging, changing captions, sending messages, someone trying to stir the pot, and it was very strange and bad, and now I have my account on lock. Trying to catch, correct, reset any changes now, and pardon the WTF inducing moments if y'all experienced anything weird. Anyways, all is well. Love y'all and have an awesome Sunday. People, however, are still speculating whether Garrett is friends with Shane. They haven't been seen together for ages. Garrett hasn't mentioned any of the drama to do with Shane either at all this year, nor has he posted that many videos this year at all to his channel, like literally 6, so that speaks volumes. Maybe he's slowly deciding to leave YouTube because he can't make cool content with his bestie anymore. So what are your thoughts on all this drama and these allegations? Let me know in the comments.